They're symbols of the American West, majestic and graceful, but also controversial. They're wild horses. We're in the Carson Valley, about an hour south of Reno. And the guy driving that Jeep up there is a wildlife photographer. He's gonna show me how to get the ultimate shot of wild horses. Meet JT Humphrey.
Grab your camera, take a little walk up this hill, and we have a band of about, I think there's 13 up here.
What's the game plan when you approach these horses?
Well, first off, you don't want to get too close. You don't want to drive them off. You watch their posture.
How close?
You can keep it around 100 yards or so.
Okay.
We're trying to get close to a band led by a stallion some call Blondie.
This is Blondie's band. Blondie is the big bay with a light colored blaze, the kind of blonde mane. He's got a real huge neck. He's the bad boy of the hills here. He's the lead stallion. He keeps the band protected. He keeps them in order.
What's the key in taking a good picture?
Patience. Patience and getting closer. I mean, we can get a little bit closer if we had a time. We move up a few steps at a time, go left and right, zigzag, until you see one start to move off. And then you stop and stay right there.
Here, use my camera. I want to see what you do. He says you need patience, but with a landscape like this, you really can't miss. It's that spectacular. And you actually saw one of these being born.
Recently, JT witnessed what I call a once-in-a-lifetime moment with this band, a wild horse birth.
Actually, I came up on this band just about 2 weeks ago. One of the foals on the far left just dropped, still in the sack, still all wet, just dropped. And I got my camera out real quick, got it on a tripod, started recording it. Took about 40 minutes for that foal to finally stand up. And you can see the band members coming around protecting it. The big brother would go down and bite the mane and try to pull that foal up, try to get it to stand up.
What were you feeling when you were watching that?
Oh, I don't know, just kind of in awe, actually.
We might not see a birth today, but I'm hoping we can go home with a poster-worthy portrait. Over 40,000 wild horses roam the American West.
They really are sort of a symbol of Nevada, aren't
It's
they?
an old icon West. Everybody relates to wild horses with old westerns and John Wayne.
Originally descended from stock animals, some 20,000 of them live in Nevada. With little predation or disease, populations can double in 4 years. Some say this puts severe pressure on land and water resources. Population management efforts are ongoing and remain controversial.
It's interesting, as a photographer, the more you interact with the horses, the more you have failed.
Well, in a sense, yeah, absolutely.
Keeping our distance keeps us and the horses safe.
So as spectacular as this is, and I really don't want to leave, you have something else for us that we can see, yeah?
Yeah, we're gonna go see a bald eagle on a nest, and there's at least one chick.
Wild horses couldn't keep me from seeing that.
From icons of the West to our national symbol, we have one last stop on this photo tour. We're gonna meet Chris Fichtel.
Hi, Chris Fichtel with the Nature Conservancy. Welcome to River Fork Ranch.
Well, thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Chris is gonna show us a pair of nesting bald eagles.
There are really only one pair of nesting eagles in the valley, in Carson Valley. They started nesting in 2010. Eagles do migrate through here in the spring and the fall, but this is the only pair we have that's resident and nesting.
We know there's at least one chick right now. We don't know how many eggs there were originally. There could be another chick. The eggs will hatch days apart, maybe a week apart. So this chick here looks like it's not even a week old.
Bald eagles lay 1 to 3 eggs. The eggs hatch at different times. Chris and JT have already seen one newborn. We're hoping to see a second one.
And there's a chick sitting right out front, looks like.
We grab a few shots of the lone chick when something unexpected happens.
It could be two. There's two chicks. Yep.
Excellent.
I got two.
Excellent.
I got
All
two. So, cool.
A second baby bald eagle pops up.
Boy, I understand the excitement when you find out that there's another one.
Yeah, that's very cool. This is our first time seeing that second chick.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. When you're this far back, but you have a lens like that, you can see just. in
Yeah, from
real
here
time.
you see just the white dot,
That's
the
really
head.
nice, yeah.
But on here you get the whole, you get everything.
And you saw two
All every
little heads
feather.
pop up.
There's two heads.
JT gets the first clear shot of this new chick.
Yeah, probably that one's probably just a couple days old maybe.
And you got the pictures?
Oh yeah.
Got the pictures to prove it. You know, it's interesting. We were talking earlier about the signature of Nevada and the Wild West has always been those horses.
Right.
But when you see a bald eagle up in a tree, it's just.
Whole another world. Yeah. And people don't think bald eagles are going to be in Nevada. They think Nevada is just a flat desert, and it really isn't, especially northern Nevada. It's mountainous. It's mostly mountainous.
If I were an eagle, that's where I'd be, right there. What a beautiful spot. Gentlemen, this has been, this is something I'm going to remember a long time. Let's roll, boys, before we cause any disturbance in the force.